Happy Tuesday, Patriots. Today we are going to continue with our top high school study tips, part 4. The first one today is to create a routine. Aside from keeping track of your assignments in your planner that we talked about last week, another good study habit for high school students is to get into a regular routine. For example, waking up the same day every morning when you're creating your routine. These are some of the steps you can take to do that. Decide when you want to get up and when you want to go to bed and make a habit of it. I know sometimes that can be hard. I mean, really getting up every day is easy because you got to be at school at a certain time. So you do have to get up every day at the same time. But I know going to bed, sometimes I go to bed early, sometimes I go to bed a little later. It just depends on what I have going on for the night. But they just say try to keep a routine. Um, Write down everything you do in between. If it's different for different days of the week, then do this for each day. Fill these into spaces between when you start and end times. Note any gaps and decide what to do with them. Like if you have some free time, have to take some time for yourself, like we talked about. And then make sure you include 2 or more hours of homework every day after class if you weren't able to do them during your free time. In case you don't have homework one day, you can still plan to, and then be pleasantly surprised by the extra free time. This is the biggest one, I think, for most anybody is do not procrastinate. I know when I was in high school and college, I was like, president of that club. I procrastinated all the time, but the older I've gotten, I noticed that when I procrastinate, it like stresses me out, and that's when I kind of lose my mind. So I have learned to start, you know, if something's due on a Wednesday, like just say Mr. Richburg tells me I need to do something by Wednesday, well, then I'll do it by Tuesday. So, and I'll just even start on it earlier than I have to just to make sure it's in on time. But when you get home from a long day at school, it's easy to think I need a break and to flop down in front of the TV or check out the most trending video on the internet or social media. But trust me, I've been there. We've all been guilty of procrastinating, but in the long run, it ends up causing us more trouble. The two most effective ways to beat procrastination are strong habits created through routine repetition and doing it before you think. Also, for procrastination, strong study skills for high school students can come from refining the routine we talked about in tip 8. And what about doing before you think? The more you think about how hard or unenjoyable a task is going to be, the more you push it off. Instead, think of how things will be after you finish the task and use this to fuel your energy towards getting it done. That to me is like when you get home from school and you have homework. I mean, nobody wants to do homework when they get home after they've just been in school all day. But if you just go ahead, like get a little snack or something, sit down, your homework probably won't take you 30 minutes to an hour, and then you have the rest of the night to enjoy yourself. Because if, like me, if I go home and just say, like, I have these ILT lessons to do, if I go home and I don't do it right when I get home, or before I leave work, really is the better thing. But just say I get home and I sit on the sofa or take a nap or whatever, it's like I can't enjoy my evening because all I'm thinking about is that ILT lesson that I have to get done. So just go ahead and do it when you get home, and then you have the rest of the night to enjoy. The next one is to join study groups. Joining or forming a study group has a lot of benefits. You get to work with people who have unique insights, and they can help you out with topics you are having trouble understanding. Here's a list of the perks of being in a study group: talent sharing, having a strong support system, comparing notes, learning new ideas, gaining friends. That's a good one, the gaining friends. If you find yourself having trouble with a particular subject or topic, do not be shy and approach people you can that can help you. That way, you are also meeting a lot of people and making smart connections. Y'all, in college, we had study groups all the time, and I mean, now would be a good time. Now with the Zoom, it's like you don't even have to be at each other's house. You could just do a Zoom call or a Zoom, call during through your computer, and it's like you're there, but you're at home, but you're bouncing ideas off each other. And if you don't understand a concept or how to do a problem for math or something, and your friend does, then they can help you. Just like then if they don't understand biology and you do, then you can help them. And two, when you talk it out with somebody like that, to me, I tend to understand it and I tend to take it in. It's like it soaks in my brain better. So study groups are always a great thing when it comes to studying. And today, you know me and my videos. So today we are going to do one. It's called Never Give Up and Believe in Yourself. And I hope it works today and it doesn't do that. Sometimes how it lags, it doesn't go with the mouths, but we will see. But enjoy.
Old ideas, that's it. Calling it.
Find something you love to do. Do it every day. Be obsessed. Balance can come later. Use your imagination. Put pen to paper. Declare your intentions. Set small goals. Knock them off, set more goals.
You have a lot of potential as a child, but none of that is capable of manifesting itself as freedom before you become disciplined.
Build confidence. Grow a deep belief. Outwork people. Play the long game. You don't have to be the chosen one. The secret is to build the resolve and spirit to enjoy the plateaus. The times when it doesn't feel like you're improving and you question why you're doing this. If you're patient, the plateaus will become springboards. Finally, never stop striving, reaching for your goals until you get there. But the truth is, even when you get there, even when you get here, standing on this stage, it's the striving, fighting, pushing yourself to the limit every day that you'll miss and you'll long for.
If you want to be a grocer or a general or a politician or a judge, you will invariably become it. That is your punishment. If you never know what you want to be, if you live what some might call the dynamic life, but I will call the artistic life, if each day you are unsure of who you are and what you know, you will never become anything. That is your reward.
When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much, try to have a nice family life, have fun, save a little money. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you.
How many of us, I wonder, can recall that childhood moment when we experience happiness as a state of being, that single moment of untarnished joy, that moment that everything in our world, inside and out, was all right. Everything was all right.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you have a great Tuesday. And I will see you on Thursday.